Hello and welcome to this new episode of Continuum Gaming, this time around in English as you may already have noticed, and today we are going to have a look at 3 different games again, which will be Like a Dino, a game of lines and nodes, and car racing, a traffic racer. My name is Gerald, and as always I've got a couple of different things with me, which are of course the Arc mouse, which is this mouse here. I'm using the Foldable keyboard, which is this keyboard here. Those are Bluetooth devices. And in theory there would be the Xbox One wireless controller, but today in this episode there is no game that is supporting this one, so this one is staying at the side. And of course all of this is only possible because we are going to connect each of these devices, including that one if it would be supported, by Bluetooth to my Lumia 950 XL, which is the smartphone here. It has a Mozo cover at the back, and it's a Windows 10 mobile smartphone, as you can see, and it has a USB-C connector at the bottom here. And with this USB-C connector we are able to connect it to the display dock, which is standing at the side here. This is more or less a USB hub and USB-C hub, of course, and in this case we are connecting it to a TV with HDMI in this case, and like that we get this desktop-like experience, which is called Continuum in the Windows world. And yeah, of course we can now use, for instance, the mouse and everything to navigate through this computer-like experience or desktop-like experience. If you want to know more about that, please have a look at the corner up there. We are going to have a couple of different other videos there linked for you, so you can have a look at that. And yeah, this is more or less what this is all about. Okay, so I would say let's start with the first game. The first game is Like a Dino, and it's a little small game which is played with, for instance, your finger on the touch device or with the keyboard if you want to. And I'm going to start that by going to the all apps list at this case here, at this point. And now we just have to find it. It is Like a Dino. I'm going to click on it. And yeah, there it is. It's really a very, very cute iteration of a game. And as you can see, it's this little small dino-like hat we are going to play with. And there are a couple of different, yeah, let's say songs in some way. This is more or less like something, it's not Guitar Hero or something, but it's a little bit close to it, because you're going to play different songs and you are going to have to catch different things which are falling down from the top there, and you have this dino character, and the dino character is going to grow his, more or less, his throat here, all over again with each little part that is going to be thrown at you, and you are going to more or less get that then and put it into your own part there, whatever. Okay, so for that I think I will have to turn around to really see this. So give me 1 second. And yeah, it's pretty hard if you ask me, so I'm not really able to play through one of the levels at all, if I have to be honest. This Unity I have played a couple of times now, so let's try Astoria. There we are. As you can see, you can always try out the songs more or less, so click on this and just see if it's something you like or not. And yeah, in the end, Unity, we already heard that one. That's that one. I like that one. Let's play it. So go to this and click on play. And as you can see, this is a little dino you are going to have to navigate around. And as you can see, there's this, yeah, this dashed line more or less. And the dashed line is more or less the playground you're going to play on. And there are going to come and fall down different kinds of, it's looking like MIDI music or something, but it's not really, because otherwise there would be a lot more of them. But in the end it's looking a little bit like that, and so there are going to be some kind of stripes falling down. The stripes are more or less parts of his sword, as I told you before. And so let's have a look. Use your mouse and be very careful to get all the different stripes that are falling down. You have 3 lives more or less. This means that per level you can only more or less miss 3 of those, otherwise you're going to die as we did here. So let's play that again. Just click on it, use your mouse and move it around, and now be fast. Good thing is the head is a little bit larger than the falling down parts. But as mentioned before, it's not MIDI music, so MIDI tones or notes there. It's more like background music, which is a little bit put to rhythm or something to the song, but it's not really the song. And as you can see, come on. I'm really bad at the moment, sorry. So let's try it one more time. And it's really easy to play, or easier to play with a finger if you ask me. Otherwise, it's not that hard to play as I'm doing here. You can play it for a couple of probably tens of seconds or something before you're going to die. But in the end, this is more or less what's going on. If you want to play on, you can click on this. So as you can see, I already got about 200 coins, and I can click on that, get money more or less from that. So if you do that, you have to wait a little. In this case, about 20 seconds, and we have to watch an advertisement for that then, and then it's probably going to work more or less. Sorry that I clicked on it. Oh, come on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Match town. I will have to search for it. Come on, let me out. There we go. Click on that again. Let's see what's happening here. Oh yeah. Sometimes this is happening. You can't get rid of it, so this is a little bit unfortunate then. So they got a couple of different advertisements which might even be in gameplay, and that is a little bit unfortunate. The good thing about it is it just happens if you restart the game, and then only for a couple of seconds more or less there is a likelihood that it's happening, because I think there's some kind of a loading timer or something in between, and the loading takes just a little bit too much time, and because of that, of the advertisement of course, and because of that the game already has started and the advertisement is just starting then, and this is more or less what's happening there. Other than that, just try it out. It's a little small game. I think it's fun to play for a couple of seconds, and just in between, if you want to, just try it out. Yeah. So let's have a look at the second game. The second game is called A Game of Lines and Nodes. And A Game of Lines and Nodes is a small game too, but I think it's more like a puzzle kind of game, and it's pretty interesting, so you have to get the right mindset to play the game. If you're going to try to play it with the wrong mindset, so not thinking in the right way, whatever you want to call that, you're going to have a very hard time. And once you got that mindset, everything is fine. So let's have a look at it. As you can see, it's called A Game of Lines and Nodes. It's here. I'm going to click on it. And the interesting part, or the thing you have to do here, is you have more or less these points, and these points need to be connected to each other. And I will show you what's going on there. So I'm going to click on play. You can choose, for instance, to play this in English, Espanol, and some languages I can't read, sorry. For me, these are more or less the same. It's not really the same, because this sign is different. But whatever, maybe Japanese and Chinese or something, I'm not sure. Sorry for that, so if that was wrong, don't be angry with me. I really can't see or don't know what that is all about. So, as you can see, there's a setting dialog here. You can go and get a different background, for instance, if you want to. You can change the different colors. You can, this is a premium feature, but you could, for instance, get your own images in and stuff like that. and then there are a couple of different colors to choose from, and you can go and mute the audio for this. Yeah, if you don't need to do that, I would say no. It's fine with the audio, so go to play and let's see what's going on there. I'm going to move around again. As you can see, there are a couple of different levels playable here, so you will be busy for quite some time. As you can see, I've already got a couple of different things here, so important for you to know, this is more or less the shape you're going to try to achieve. It's not that important to get it all right, at least at the instruction part, but just to let you know, you should have a look at that. And now let's go with, I don't know, let's do that one. This one was the one where I really struggled for a couple of minutes more or less, because I just was not getting how to play this game. So in the end you don't have to really fit the shape or something in this case. So it's fine that you do it, but you don't have to. And as you can see, long clicking on one of those points, whatever, bullets, and you are going to select it, and then you can drag it around, and more importantly, you are able to connect it to different things here. And one thing that you shouldn't do is try to put it in this way and now try to connect everything and try to work it out. That's really a hard thing to do in this game, because after a while you're going to have to dismiss everything, restart, or just kill the connections. You can do that. But what you should do is, for instance, have a look at the highest number. So this one, 4. This means this point needs 4 connections to him, or to it. That means that, for instance, you have to connect it to each and every other point here. And so this is a good starting point. So start with that. Click on that, and as you can see, there's a connection now. You can delete the connection by clicking on this icon here, but at the moment we don't have to. And we already know that we only have 4 other points, so each and every one needs to be connected, so we already can do that. So just clicking will connect them together. So this is the first part, which is going to help us a lot. Now, as you can see, we need a different connection here. You can move them around. As you can see, there's some kind of physics involved in this case. We can move them around, and we already know this is more or less one of the outer parts here. This is going to be something that has to be connected to the outer part there too, so we are going to kill that. It's not going to cost you anything or something. So in the end, we already know we need to connect this to everywhere, and now we can just use this and connect it here, and this solves this puzzle. So as you can see, just try to get the right connection amount, more or less, and everything will be working out pretty nicely. There was this little small sound you heard there. I think I have to increase the volume of my TV a little bit. But in the end, as you can see, it connected everything nicely now, and then you get this little icon here, and you can click on it, and this more or less ends this level. And we got it with great skills. Yeah, so after that, let's go a little bit further. All of the different ones here are going to teach you stuff like this. It's more or less everything the same, but as you can see, I'm still in instructions in this game. So as you can see, instructions 2 is one of the chapters here. Chapter 1 was instruction 1, of course, instructions 2. And as you can see, each of those I got the full 3 metal rating on. So let's have a look at the 5 notes part. This one is new for me too, I didn't play it till now. If you ask me what the red parts here are, I don't know. I really like the game, but I just couldn't find any kind of information about those. You just handle them as before, and again, as you can see, we got something with 4 connections, so we just know we need to connect it to each and every of those. And now let's have a look at what we can do here. As you can see, you can really move it around wherever you want. You can even zoom in and out if that is necessary for some reason. And now just let's see what we can do here. Long pressing one of those will activate it, as mentioned before. Short pressing will connect it to something. And this is already a little bit funny now because there's nothing left. So in the end we would need to connect something to those. So you really have to get everything right here. But as you can see, there is no other part that can be connected, and we already connected these two. So this is not going to work out. So let's see what we can do other than that. Let's try it like this. 1, 2. Okay, fine. And this is not going to work out. It's closer, but it's not going to be exactly what we need to get here. So those two have to be connected to another part too. I don't think I can do something like this, no. It's not going to work like this. So if you are stuck for some reason, you can click on that and get a little bit of an information how the resulting shape might look later on. You don't have to match it or something. It's really going to form itself in that way. But as you can see, something isn't right at the moment, so we will have to do it differently. And the interesting part is really this one. I'm not sure how to connect that to everything else without getting into trouble, but we will see. So first I'm going to, connect those. Okay, still I'm not sure. You're not allowed to get this kind of overlapping interactions here. Neither. And now I really run into trouble more or less. So next thing, after a while you get all these different hints here, so you can click on that and see what's going on there. I'm not sure what he is telling us there. Aha. Okay, so this might help us a little bit. Let's see what we should do here. Connecting. Where are the points where everything is coming together the most? Not sure. This might be the case. This is fine, I would say. This needs to go here. This can't be at this point, because if you have a look, there are two different connections here, so this is not going to happen. Maybe we need to put the 4 part here then. Let's see if that is going to help us. That one can't be there. I'm not sure at the moment. It can be there. Okay. That part needs to go there. This needs to go there, and the other part needs to go over there. That might be how it's solvable. Let's see. Sorry. We need to get that one. Yeah. Now we got it solved. And as you can see, this is a way you have to puzzle yourself through, and it's really hard to do if you are trying to do it in that way from the start on and don't have the right mindset for it. So you're going to have to split off all the different parts again and again and again. And yeah, this is more or less how this puzzle is going to be solvable. I really like the game, try it out, it really is fun to play, it's working great, and it's not that easy in some situations. So just try it out. As mentioned before, we are still in the instructions here, or the introduction at least. And so let's have a look and try to play it if you want to. I will now go to the last game in this episode, because I don't think there's much more to tell you about. Just go through the different levels here. There are a lot of them, and they are really fun, so try it out. Next one would be this, and then introduction 3 is going to happen, where there are a couple of different more things to see. As you may already have noticed, there are 3 different colors here, and we only played with 2 at least I think so. And so just try it out. I think it's a fun game, and it just is nice and puzzly. Okay, so let's have a look at the last game, which is car racing and traffic racer in this case. And yeah, it's exactly what the name suggested for you. It's a travel racer, so you get a car racing, a traffic racer. I will open it up and just turn around again. And as you can see here, map, whatever that is. Going to turn down the volume a little bit. As you can see, this is more or less the current car I'm driving, and there are a couple of different other ones available. Let's first go to the options here. There are not too many. You can, for instance, mute the sound and the music. Go with different steering opportunity here. I think there's touch and tilt. Whatever you want to use here, it doesn't matter in the case of Continuum. If you're not playing Continuum, it might. And then it could be right-hand drive, so if you want to, I don't know, British or something, then just try it out. I think it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't make a lot of difference. If you're ready, just click on it again. Here you can see your car at the moment, and the other stuff is not important at the moment. So let's go to play. And as you can see, you're going to get different kind of car options here. So this one is one. Come on, swiping. This one has to be unlocked. And this one is the last one. So this might be an Audi RT or something, I'm not sure. Maybe a Dodge or something, I'm not sure. Muscle car in some kind of way. And this one, and this is more or less a tank, if you ask me. It's a tank on wheels. Don't know. Nothing you would see in the normal traffic, if you ask me. But whatever, doesn't really matter. We are going to play with it. And as you can see, there are a couple of different modes available in this game. So one-way track or two-way track. So people are going to get to you and try to drive you over and stuff like that. I'm not sure this would be left. Let's try it out. I'm not sure. Let's go to this, and I'm going to go to right-hand drive. Let's see if it changes now. No, we just want that one. Next. Okay, maybe only the image is like that, I'm not sure. Let's see what's going on here. So two-way track in this case. It's a 3D game, as you can already see. Steering mode is automatic at the moment. You can do, for instance, with the tilt. So if you want to do it with a smartphone, you can use the tilt. Or if you don't want to do that, do it like that. And yeah, in the end, all you have to do is stand as long as you can out of the way of everything else. So don't crash into other stuff. Especially important with traffic. Whoa, 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 whoa. And I got hit there. And the interesting part, or how to steer it, is just using your arrow keys on your keyboard, for instance. Pretty easy, pretty simple. And yeah, what you will have to do then is just try to stay alive for a long time. As you can see, you are increasing the velocity in the game. So it's going to do 180 kilometers per hour. I'm pretty sure that it's not looking like that. It's a lot more, I would say it's looking like maybe 60 kilometers per hour or something if you're playing it. But whatever, it drives itself very, very smoothly. I really like the game itself. A little bit of stuttering going on with the hardware here, but doesn't really matter, it's working. You can hit the side panels there, that's more or less okay. If you are trying, if you are going to hit only a little bit one of the other vehicles here, or the cars, or whatever is going on the street, you are going to die, as mentioned before. As you can see, I couldn't go anywhere where that wouldn't happen. And yeah, as you can see, you get money from that, and you get, of course, a total distance and some kind of a high score. And this is more or less the whole game. So you're going to drive like this. You're trying to more or less stay alive as long as you can. You can brake. So if you want to, for instance, holding is not possible. So if you want to stand still, that's not possible. But you can use your brakes to do that, and you can press the arrow key to the top. Come on, go away. Thank you. You can press the arrow key to the top, and to brake you do just that. And this is more or less what all of this is all about. Sorry, I'm always getting that button there. If I'm getting my keyboard up, it's not about the game or something. It's just because of my dumbness. So let's see what's happening here. Just try to stay alive. I like the addition of those different crossing roads, because there are a couple of different other cars coming from the cross sides. And yeah, this is not really easy to get rid of them after a while. I think the velocity is changing, and the difficulty level is changing with time too, especially in this drive scenario. I would always do the scenario where the cars are all driving in the right direction. So if they are coming from the lanes here, they're going to drive in this direction, the other way around, of course, too. Yeah, you get some kind of bonus points if you, for instance, do it very, very slightly, so that there's really, really close to no space at all before you're hitting them. There is a car coming, as you can see. Sometimes the cars are going to cross the cross, which is hard to come by, and you really have to try to switch lanes and stuff. And other times they are just empty. It just depends on where you are driving and how fast you are driving and stuff like that, if it's hard or not to do. Interesting part is it's getting a little bit faster if there are less cars available on the street. So I think this has to do with just a little bit of a slow hardware. So the smartphone is not fast enough to really get us a smooth experience with too many cars on the screen. This might change, for instance, if you're playing this in the winter times. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, whatever. Because the heat, of course, is overheating the smartphones too, and so it's a little bit harder for them to play some kind of 3D games like this, and so on and so forth. And yeah, all you have to do in this game now is just hit your own high score, try to earn money to get the other cards unlocked and stuff like that. It's really quite fun. Not that hard to play, as you already could see, and but a quite fun game if you want to try it out. Just try it out. It's in the Windows Store, and yeah, I would say it's more or less all I can say about it. So let's go out here. I hope you had fun with it. Give it a thumbs up if you liked the video, of course, and of course subscribe if you didn't till now. If you have any kind of questions, please put them down below in the commentary section. Other than that, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. We will see us in the next episode next week at around Saturday or Sunday. It's going to come up. And other than that, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Have a great day, have a great night, and of course a great week, and so on and so forth. Stay healthy and bye bye.